I'm scared to call it a story, but I'm about to make it a story. It's just a tweet. It's just something that hit my radar that I want to address because I think there are deeper issues than just what we see on the surface. Let me read the tweet first. Now, I'm scared to say who tweeted me this because I've been called someone who is giving this guy free publicity and attention. Like basically, a lot of cats like, dog, every time you talk about him, that's the only time he gets talked about. And I ain't into all that, like I'm higher or lower kind of stuff. I got more followers and all that. I don't care about that. But I don't want to give the guy attention, especially if he's going to benefit from him when I don't agree with him. Now, I don't dislike dude. I don't dislike him because I don't know him. I just dislike what he says or what he does in persona. But I don't know in totality, in its entirety, if he a good dude or not. But trust me, I ain't got no beef. So if I see you, bruh, trust me, ain't nothing gonna happen because I ain't gonna do nothing. And you better not either. All right? Let's get that out the way. Now, I might still say your name because the way I am, Coach always said names and numbers, right? If you got a problem with somebody, Coach always said that. When we go out there and win, it's a we. When we mess up and lose, it's a me. And if you're going to talk shit about somebody, names and numbers. I might get there. But for right now, let's put that to the side. Forget who he is. Here's the tweet. And he didn't think I saw it because I used to go into Twitter beefs. And I'm a grown man. Now, let me stop. I don't express myself in its best version on Twitter. I don't think anybody does for real, but I really don't. Like, I can't get all of what I got to get out in them little, 240 characters or whatever. I'm done. So if you beef with me on Twitter, I might hit you with one line, but if it's something for real, something that's deep, I got to talk it out. So let's talk it out. Here's the tweet. Yo, at Marcellus Wiley. Oh, he said it with like, I think 3 O's. Yo, Marcellus Wiley. You should have been putting in some work so Acho ain't take your job. You were doing all that shucking and jivin and still got fired. Ooh, there's some layers to this one. All right. Let's just clarify before I go out there and identify, and then I'm about to annihilate. The first thing is, I keep telling y'all, I guess, you can't tell a fool nothing. I didn't get fired. It's okay. I mean, I get it. Like when you're not at your job or your boy ain't at his job, it ain't because he just quit to start an enterprise, right? He got fired. I didn't get fired. I'm going to say this one time. I'm going to say it simply. Fox wanted me to do a different show. They wanted me to do 2 different shows. They certainly didn't want me to do Speak, and they didn't have any fight from me because I didn't want to do Speak. And that's no slight to them. That's just something I didn't want to do. Y'all see what that is now? That's 4 people getting it in. That's not what I want to do. Simple as that. Not with those 4 people doing that show. It's not a slight. They told me what they were thinking. They told me it was going to be different. They told me it was going to be lighter. They talked to me through it. I was out. Then they offered me another show. I've said this before, but let me say it on my own because I've been saying it all around other people's podcasts and cross promotion. And I really was close to taking the First Things First job. Really close. I thought I was going to have to sacrifice too much with my family, frankly. I thought the family dynamic was the toughest part. And I talked to all those guys over there, and they're all good dudes and my homies. And, that's an older show, and I really like that part. And they have grown conversations. I really like that. And it's a higher rated show, so it was a promotion. But it wasn't a promotion to me because I was like, yo, I'm in L.A. If that show comes to L.A., let's talk. But it didn't. That's it. Don't want to go too deep into that. Let's get back to this tweet. So they wanted me also to do another show, and I didn't want to do that show. But then I was like, then again, I do. And it was like, a football show. And I was like, ooh, if I could talk it my way, I'll do it, because I don't like third and go. People know me, like all the producers over there. I used to always say, I do not want to do NFL Live segments. And I started my career doing NFL Live. I was like, nah, I don't care about third and goal. I care about people. I care about players. I care about what they're going through. I don't care about what they're thinking. I'm caring about like the stuff the fans don't really know about. So we got down the tracks with that one, but it didn't work out. So that's 2 shows on the payroll throughout this entire process when I'm getting fired. I'm getting fired, but I'm getting paid. So whatever. Just got to clarify that. Okay. But that ain't what I'm really about. That's not why we talking about this tweet. It's the shucking and jiving part. Okay. Let's talk black people. Let's talk all people. But shucking and jiving is only for black people. I never heard a white person shucking and jiving. So let's be real. Let's be specific. The dude said he has a problem with me because of some of my anti-black takes. You know what I hear from that when I hear I have anti-black takes? That means that he thinks I criticize black people more or worse, which neither is the case. What I think he's really saying, and he doesn't know yet because he hasn't really confronted himself, is that I leave no stones unturned, you know? I pull no punches. If a black person does something wrong, I say it's wrong. I'm not talking about a black person. I'm talking about the wrong. If a white person does something that's wrong, I'm not talking about the white person. I'm talking about the act that was wrong. As a matter of fact, correct me when I do, I only talk about acts, not actors. Half the people I talk about I actually know, are friends with. Y'all could name them? Yep. I could text them right now. I call them right now. Whoever. I don't have those problems. But I also don't have this problem of, oh, I'm going to take it easy on my people, but then I'm going to go hard on everybody else. Because I am not a member of the tribe. I am not about tribalism. I'm not. And I hope you are not. But if you are, you're going to find out sooner than later how that not only undermines who you could be, but also doesn't give you a clear picture of the world for real, the world at large. This world is not giving a damn if you're tall, you're short, you're white, you're black. It's checking for actions first. And all those other things come into play on very subordinate levels, real subordinate secondary levels. But first and foremost, it's about them actions, boss. So when you hear somebody say you're shucking and jiving, oh, you trying to tell me that I'm not on code. Sorry, didn't know that the monolith wasn't real. I didn't know that black people had to be on code. I didn't know I had to be on the code. Motherfucker. Think I got to be on the code. And then on a code that you think that exists, or a code that you think that you wrote, or a code that you think that we all subscribe to, man, you better stop playing with me. Grow up. Grow up. There are too many kids almost held in mental bondage because they feel those restrictions. You don't believe me? Talk to a lot of cats. I do. I talk to a lot of cats. And it's unfortunately a reality that a lot of them face resistance in their greatest ambitions. They wanted to be the smart kid. They wanted to be the skateboarder. They wanted to be the guy off brand for a black person, I guess you want to call it, who wasn't part of the code, who wasn't part of the culture, whatever the hell you want to say. And all of a sudden, that person's identity, that person's thoughts, that person was questioned. That's crazy, right? We're all different and we're all equally the same, right? We're all different, but equally the same, man. Like, that's how I look at it. I don't understand what the hell shucking and jiving is. Now, I know what you're trying to say. You say, oh, you're trying to make those white people happy. Nah, man, I'm trying to make me happy. I'm trying to make mine happy. And mine look a lot different. I got friends from all walks of life, all corners of this world. And it's just crazy that the same people, like, you know, oh, I'm going to speak on brand, I'm going to speak on code, are also the same people who want to say, I want my equality, I want my rights, I want my freedom, I want my liberty. Well, how? So, you're going to get it this way. Until you feel you have it, you're going to only protect yours and hate on them until you get it. And then when you got it, now we're all equal. Now we're going to actually play fair. It's really absurd. You know, I try to own my house on the high road and pay that mortgage stay on that high road, but I rent an apartment on the low road. And I don't start anything, but certainly I am happy to finish it. And that's conversation with me. That is not physical threat. That is not anything. If I see this guy, I still ain't said your name yet, I am going to actually talk, speak. Actually gonna put that pressure on them. Say, oh, them Twitter thumbs, they were active, they were moving. What's up now, partner? But we're gonna talk through it. Because I don't hate you. I just hate some of the shit you say. It's ignorant. It's just so ignorant. Oh man, cornbread hustlers. That's what I call them. They cornbread hustlers. Just always talking that, oh, you ain't. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm good. You good too. And congratulations on training and all the guys you get and the publicity they say I gave you, whatever. Man, I ain't got a hateful bone in my body. But I also ain't got a punk bone in my body either. So, you talk to me, come at me. Talk to me for real. But this whole like looking at the world through a lens that you think is only yours and only ours, you need to grow up. It's a big world. Nobody give a damn about all that. In this world right here, we got to start to realize we got greater issues than you trying to tell me that I need to act a certain way so you can feel better about yourself. What? Boy, I know you was waiting for the tweet. Oh, want to be Sharif ass and menace. oh, want to be militant. Oh, don't let me start joking on you. Now, one thing I will do is joke your ass. He trained Jalen Hurts, and boy, he did a good job with that. Except that last throw, but let me stop. You better keep training. Now, Jalen Hurts is a monster. I love Jalen Hurts. I don't love you. I got love for you, but I don't love you. I just want you to know, keep talking about me. It's not free publicity for me. I think everything comes at a cost. Everything comes at a price. But I just wanted to set the record straight because a lot of people say, oh, man, I don't want to see two brothers out there fighting. You ain't. I ain't fighting nobody. I don't give a damn what he says, what he does. He ain't getting my hands. But we will talk through this. Oh, I won't back down from the conversation because I really want to help the next kid. I want to help the next generation have that true freedom that you say you're fighting for. But at the same time, I got to be restricted to the black code. Whatever the hell that means. What do they say? Don't argue with a fool from a distance. People can't tell who is who. Yeah, I feel that way. I really feel that way. But hey, keep doing you, brother. I'm watching. Even if I don't respond, I'm watching. Sniper. I'm a sniper with these words.